All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is EMon Mitchell, one of the founding members of the Bonus Boys Club, coming at you with probably one of the most important hangouts that I'm going to be doing. Had to call this gentleman out because every time I talk to this guy, I get more and more fired up about what we're doing. But if you don't know who he is, or who we have right now in this hangout is big bonus earner, the Diddy Telecom, the deal man himself, Mr. Jamel Gay. How you doing today, sir?
Doing great, excited.
Yes, sir. So, what we're talking about right now is, for those who are unaware, is we're coming off part two of the It's Happening webinar that was hosted just last night with founder and CEO of SolarWay, Mr. Ryan Work, where he really laid out the foundation of where SolarWay is going to be heading here in the future. A lot of folks are excited. There's some more money on the table, bonuses on the table, some new incentives for builders and brand partners that are going out there and building a business. So real quick, Jamel, I just want to I know you watched. What was your impression of what you saw last night, and what was on your mind, what were you thinking as everything was rolling out?
I mean, just like the part one, I mean, it's a different strategy now, but there's a lot of money on the table. And I think a real simplistic, way of going about this, everybody's saying the get six, and that's great. The get six and teach your other person that your distributor you bring in to get six. I mean, getting six customers shouldn't be hard for anybody. You can just maybe talk to one family and do that. But also alongside that, I mean, we've seen the stipulations for the trip. And they said eight brand partners, right? That's eight. I want to go on a trip. As I was looking at it, literally, if you just teach somebody to get six customers a month and two brand partners for the next, you can say six. What is it? Six. I think 5 or 6 months.
We got to February, the end of February, yeah.
Real simple. Six customers, two brand partners. Try to do that every month and try to teach somebody your downline to do that as well. And we'll all be on this boat. Yeah, it's really simple. Then if you can do more than six, I mean, maybe go shoot for the full 15 and one. I mean, get the $800 for that full fab. So I mean, there's different things people can do, but I mean, that's a real simple philosophy that anybody can go after.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 8 people, and for those who aren't aware, it was announced the location of the next one of the next incentive trips that's taking place, I believe, in June of 2015. That I already told my wife, I'm like, hey, look, you pack your bags, let's be going. You're talking about, and there's a point system, so it's not necessarily tied to quote-unquote people as it is points that you can accumulate. To get an expense-paid trip, it didn't talk about the duration of the trip, but to qualify to go on this trip, all you have to do is sign up 8 brand partners. If you don't know what a brand partner is, a brand partner is a person who pays the startup fee of $298. So between right now, okay, the new compensation plan is in effect right now. From right now to the end of February, you get 8 people to partner with you in business, to invest in the business and start up.
2 people a month.
So we're talking about October, November, December, January, February. Okay? 2 times 5 is 10. That puts you at 10. You're over the 200, and that's the minimum. Okay, 2 people a month. Can you find 2 people a month that might be interested in finding a home-based business? If you can't, you're not trying hard enough, let me tell you. Because there are a lot of people out here that are looking for an extra income source. So you're talking about 2 people a month, and you get a free trip. Now, there's more. Like we talked about that. You talked about the first-class experience and all of that. I don't exactly have the slides up in front of me, but I think it was 3 tiers. That was a first-class experience. I think where they get your airfare and your hotel accommodations, and then the last one is just the hotel accommodation with the 200-point minimum. But I mean, still, man, that's huge. That's huge. It's huge. So I mean, what else though did you see? What else popped out of your head? And then I'll put something on the table.
I see they put a lot more of incentives out there. Like they put the tablet. They put I don't know. I saw like some suit or something. I don't know what the suit was. I mean, a jacket. They were a jacket. It was a jacket. It was a suit. Now they got a Sullivan jacket for the presidential club or something. And I mean, you can see now they're really trying to reward people. Because I remember like back in the day when we first started, we were putting up numbers, and regardless, if you were putting up all those numbers, some people kind of felt like the work. I mean, I didn't care. I don't know, probably mine didn't care, but some people was looking for recognition. And they weren't getting anywhere, and it seemed like Sullivan is really, really big on pushing recognition now, and I like that part. So
yeah. You're
gonna get rewarded for working hard.
Most definitely. People die for recognition. And it's something that a lot of people strive for. One of the main things I noticed was in terms of momentum. I'm going to address one of the elephants in the room because I know a lot of people are waiting for a new product or service. You know, maybe some people that might be burnt out on mobile. Me personally, while I thought they may have been announcing something new, a new product or service, I'll be honest, in terms of just pure customer acquisition, I'm having a hard time coming up with something else that's as easy as what we're doing right now. In terms of everybody has one of these, and it's always close by you. I can't say that for just about anything else, but momentum. I'll trade a new product or service for having something that's going to put not only myself, but the team that we're building, those new people that are coming up, to put them in a place of momentum. One of the things I saw that's really going to spur growth, not only, in addition to all the bonuses and all that type of stuff, anybody's been following Solar Bay, they know about that. But I don't know if you noticed that brand partner, every single brand partner that comes in now, in their 14, I don't know if you saw that 14-day window that they have to give their first customers that they sign up in their first 14 days $10 off their first month of service. And that's huge. Like, that's really going to incentivize. You're going to find out, I would say you're going to find out, in addition to the people paying $298 to get started, who's going to really go out there and make it happen because they know, hey, look, I got 14 days to get some customers in the network and not only get them in, but save them $10 a month. You're not going to be able to do that on day 15. But day 1 through 14, you want to talk about, you want to get that dynamic growth and the numbers just popping. You know? So I think they did a good job of laying the foundation to really build upon some solid momentum going forward. But I mean, let me get your take on that. What do you?
Yeah, I mean, it's really based now on it's based now on action. So I mean, and now they're giving people these incentives, these deals. So I mean, with the service and with $10 off, and I think it's like what 3 months now you get like, was it 20% off?
Yeah.
So that as well. So then you have all these discounts, which is going to, I mean, there's really not too much deals like that for starting out with no activation fee in wireless. So I mean, people that want great deals right now, SolarBay's putting them out there to create momentum. And people, like I said, and that also get the fast start bonus. You know, after 6 people, that $100. That's gonna also, I think that's gonna create momentum as well, because that's a quick number that people can aim for.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you see? I mean, because a lot of people they're really trying to study the compensation plan, understand what's going on, and all that type of stuff. But what do you see? You know, let's get into a little bit of strategy here. What do you really see yourself doing to go ahead and start knocking out these bonuses? I mean, what do you see? What type of activity do you see yourself engaging in, or are you just going to keep doing what you're doing? I mean, where are you at?
I mean, I think for customer acquisition now, I mean, that's pretty easy. I mean, we have been through that for over almost 2 years now. I mean, you ask people what they're paying, and you just and that, and you can have your your online stuff, Craigslist, whatever. You have your belly to belly. I mean, we know how to get customers.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing to shift is now SolarBay is actually really attractive to business builders, and that's a different shift for me. So I think with that, that's a different angle. So yeah. I think I'm really good with that with social media. I've connected so much with different people that's in companies, and I think they're looking. I mean, they realize that their product is not as easy as our product, to get out. And that product is everything. Yeah. So people that are like Ryan Wirtz always said, these lotions and potions and workout and this and that, whatever it is, travel clubs. I mean, they're realizing that their residuals or whatever they're basing their business on is always depreciating. I mean whatever, not depreciating, but depleting. What's the word? Attrition. There you go. There you go. I'm looking for the word. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, with mobile service, I mean it's definitely a better business model, and everybody has it, and it's only going to get better. You can see the data wars going on right now, so it's only going to get better with SolarBay. Yeah. And once those hurdles are even over, like we have a little bit more data, it's going to be really going to be crazy.
Yeah. Because I mean, and you said something real key right there, business builders. Because these aren't my words; these are Stacey Wallace's words. I remember her saying a little while ago, where back when SolarBay got started, you pretty much capped out the path pay at $20,000 a month. And my first company, I ran with cats that I wasn't making as much, but I ran with cats that were making like $80,000 a month. And you got people out there that do that. So they take a look at SolarBay, they might like it, but I heard her say this. They were like, "That's not enough money. $20,000 a month ain't enough." you know, because I can go over here and I can make 100,000 a month, you know, and you know, and people will do that. So now though, we're talking about unlimited income potential, but the main thing I think people there's been a shift, and I know not everybody likes it, but I mean, I often say I don't drink the Kool-Aid, I just call it for what it is. I think a lot of people like Solovay in a sense because how it was that you can kind of be a one-man show when Solovay first started out, you know, with Thousandaire and stuff like that. You did not have to build a team.
Yeah.
You didn't have to be a friendly person. You could be in your room and get the Thousandaire pretty quick and pretty easy. Let's just be honest. You know, this was what it was. But now, I mean, just in no certain terms, you're gonna if you want to make the type of income where you know you're just you don't have to work anymore, or you know, stay at home, or bring your wife home, husband home, whatever, put your kids in private school. You're gonna have to build a team. It's not really it's not a one-man show right now. Don't know what's coming out with the dealer program. We'll have to see that. Do you remember the date on that? They said was it?
That I think it was 14th. Is October 14th? I don't know. I'm not going to quote that because I'm not sure. I'm not positive either.
You should have watched the video. See, we did this on the cuff. We didn't exactly plan this, you know. But go watch the replay if you really want to. I'll put a link to the replay in the description of this video once everything's done. But you have to build a team, like you said, with those business builders. You have to link up with like-minded people and resolve to really build a network. But when it comes to you, Jamel, how do you see yourself reaching out to those builders? I mean, are you going to be how do you see yourself building a team to, in essence, duplicate yourself and start reaching out to those people who may want to make some extra money, things like that? What do you see yourself doing in that regard? Because we know customer acquisition is easy. That's easy. But now we're talking about building a team with some money makers, some folks that want to go out there and make it happen. How do you see yourself doing some of that?
Well, I think everybody in Solovay, I mean, I know this might even sound crazy, but everybody in Solovay has somebody that's got their Solovay service that in network marketing and didn't do Solovay because they didn't feel like they had enough money. So I mean, first you can look at your own team, and and tell these people that the brand partner, show them the actual the potential with this business, and all they have to really do is, I don't know if they might put the Get Six Back thing again, but I know it's supposed to be over now, or you may even pay the brand partner thing. But regardless, they already have the service and they already have happy being a customer. And I would think of it like, if you're a customer to this company already, I mean, why not share the deal and get rewarded and also build another, great sustainable income for a long time. So that's one area that I know I can do because I have a lot of those that I never bothered because I know they just want the service. Yeah. Then I mean, of course, it's we have social media, which is great. I mean, that's one aspect, and it's definitely we have. If you have seen there's groups I've seen there's groups called share your retirement accounts. I mean, there's Facebook groups for MLM. So that's one thing. I mean, I'm not saying that's gonna post it and just get a hit, but that's one thing. That's activities I could do. I can post in all those groups for people looking for opportunities. Okay. Yeah. Then of course there's there's good old Craigslist. You can post opportunity part of it too. Craigslist. That's gonna get some lead. And then I mean, I think still the millennials are very entrepreneurial, and I really love this new young generation. I mean, I still haven't. I was waiting, and it sounds like people say you should do now, but I just wanted to be a great situation to bring these youth into something they really feel that they can use. And I feel like with college campuses, I mean, these kids want to make extra money and not have to be attached to time so much. Yeah. So I mean, that's a big market for me. I think on attack is the young millennials in colleges right now as well.
Definitely. Something I see myself doing. I mean, a little bit of paid stuff. At least like doing some advertising on Facebook. Like you say, Craigslist, doing YouTube videos. I want to start cranking out a video a day. Really, just mass exposure, to be honest. Because I'm not, I'm not the Diddy of anything. I'm not the deal man, but I'm just the guy that. I heard Eric Worre say one time, what I lack in skill, I'll make up for in numbers. So my main strategy is talking to a ton of people, exposing a ton of people, and letting the chips fall where they may. It's really gonna that's pretty much the cornerstone of my whole strategy for the next 90 days. I feel like it's back in 2012 now, because 2012, I hit Thousandaire back in 2012, I think around about December or so, after starting in like late August. So in 2012, really set up 2013, we was just cruising. but it was because of the stuff that we did at the end. It was this time last year. Momentum was just out of control. You know, we were just knocking out bonuses like left and right, and it was just the team was winning, and it was just crazy. And those days are pretty much back now because we're talking about 15 people, $800, and then just going from there. It's crazy. Let me ask you this though: in terms of the compensation plan, where do you think people should really focus their efforts, or should they even try to study it, or like based on what you've seen about the comp plan thus far, is there like a part that people, in your opinion, should focus on, or just say, you know what, let me just look at these fabs, or let me try to knock off some production bonuses, or what do you see as being like the sweet spot of the compensation plan in your opinion?
I tried to. I think when I first came on to you, when I first came on this hangout, what I said I want to tell people that I have my brand partners that are with me. Real simple. Is this month try to at least. I mean, of course they could do more, but at least try to sign up 6 people and try to get 2 brand partners. And I want to keep them trying to duplicate that each month, and the people that sign up try to duplicate that. If everybody just tries to get 6 customers and 2 brand partners every month, you know, they might do way more than that, but it's not something that sounds too crazy or too much to do. And with that, we'll hit the bonuses going upwards, you know, for your leadership bonuses. So it all works with that same idea of get 6. But I'm adding the also find 2 brand partners instead of just some people said 1. I think people can get 2 each month. Some people might get more.
Yeah,
so that's how simple I'm trying to keep it.
Most definitely, and that's true. One of the things I don't want some people to fall into is running around like a chicken with your head cut off and really no sense of direction. Try to pare your activity down to, even if it's just like 2 to 3 things that you want to do every single day to build your business. Don't say I'm going to do this. Okay, well this didn't work. Now I'm going to try this. Okay, this didn't work. Now I'm going to try this. You focus on the things that you know work. Keep it real basic and duplicatable. It doesn't matter what works necessarily, but it does matter what duplicates, because you said something that's real key. You know, sign up 6 customers, get 2 brand partners. Everybody can do that. Everybody can do that, and it's real simple, and it's not even that crazy. You can trip over a customer. You can trip over somebody and sign them up in Solar.
I remember in the beginning days, I used to go out to the beach with my friends, and we just had this thing that like I want to call it like trying to talk to women, but we would make sure we at least find 2 people that are guaranteed that they're going to sign up, and we would. At least a lot of people say that, but like, we look at their situation, they're out of contract, this and that, and a lot of times we make sure we find somebody to sign up that day. And when I say guarantee, like we'll make them sign up even though they're not trying to do the service, just so we can give them the SIM card and walk them through on the phone. So there's days we say, you know what, today we're making sure we sign up 1 person. And when I had that 1 person with me, it almost pushed me because he might have got one before me. So now I know I got to go out. And really, when you really have that pressure, you end up doing things that you probably wouldn't do, which were so easy to do. Like really. Yeah. I think if I wasn't working, not making excuses, but but people could really sign up 1 person a day if they really tried to do it. Sounds crazy, I know, but that's just one aspect of it. So then getting the 6 people and getting the 2 brand partners, it's like you said, it's numbers and exposure. And sometimes I feel like we get so into the reading of the books and this and that we're not doing the actual work. And we're like, oh well, I'm getting something ready. I'm about to, always about to. But all you say, do what you can do now.
Yeah, that's it. And a lot of people there's gonna be somebody that's gonna run out and get a book, or think they're doing something, or there's gonna be somebody that's gonna even be probably watching this video in the future and thinking they're doing something. It's good to watch these videos. Don't get it twisted. But at the same day, you're not making any money watching this video. You only make money doing one thing. That's talking to somebody who doesn't already have Solvay and getting them in. You got to sign people up. You got to make a sale. You got to connect with somebody who's not in, and get them in. There's really no uncertain way to say that. Training and stuff is good, but there's a time where you got to apply what you learn. And don't get that analysis paralysis stuff where you're just so focused on having a head full of useless knowledge and you're not even applying it. We make these videos. You have a YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel, but we actually do what we teach. Go ahead, though. You got something.
One thing too is I don't want people to get confused and coming to every customer asking them to be a brand partner either. You might lose your customer like that. You might lose a customer because there's 2 types of people in this world. Okay, every customer probably want to hear all that. So there's people that I feel like there's people that our customers can turn into brand partners, But if that person you don't see as a person that is asking information and wants more and more detail, don't just divulge all the information about Solivay on them, because that might lose. I'll T-Mobile or somewhere else, or go to some other company,
Yeah,
and you might just lost your customer
yeah,
divulging too much information.
yeah.
And
I remember I was talking to a homeboy of mine in the mall. He was asking me about it, and here I am trying to explain it to him verbally, and he was looking at me like I had three heads. What I should have did, and I learned from that when I walked out. I was like, yeah, let the videos do the talking, let the tools do the talking. I don't know if they're gonna roll out anything official, but I mean, even some of those basic videos, the price points haven't changed or anything like that. $39 a month, $49 a month, 29 for talking text. And hey, look, you got a time to. That's what Gary Craig had recommended on Hangout that we did, was that he gets people to the videos. And that you talk about duplication. Everybody out there may not be a good salesman, or might not be able to talk to people on the fly, have to get the gab. I know I don't. But everybody can say, hey, you got 3 minutes to watch a quick video. Okay, what's the email address? And then I'll send it to you when I get back to the house, and I'll follow up with you. Everybody can do that. Everybody can show a video. It's as simple as recommending a movie with somebody, or recommending a restaurant, recommend Solvay. So it's just that simple, and it's duplicatable. You got to keep it duplicatable. It's not. I'm not really trying to fill up hotel rooms full of people or anything like that. But if I can get one of my goals I want my team to really focus on is just exposures with tools that are already in place. Even if I have to make them, or if the company makes them, whoever makes them, tools that are already in place, and show this video to 5 people a day, and I promise it'll be successful. So that's just the name of the game: exposure, exposure, exposure. So I mean that's so key. That's so key. So I mean, as we wrap this thing up, we're on the cusp of something big right now, and we're going to be definitely taking a look at the leaderboards and seeing how everybody's going to be stacking up. But what if I guess you could say my last question for you is: have you set any goals or any type of goals that you want to accomplish maybe by the end of the year, or do you have your eye on a trip or maybe a certain rank, or where are you trying to get to at least by, we'll say, December 31st?
Before we have 60 days for the full fast action bonus. So I mean, before the 60 days is up, I want to blow out that 15 people.
Yeah.
That's the first goal. And also, I mean, like I said, I feel like I can that goal I set, 2 brand partners. Even a person like me that's haven't been real heavy on acquisition. I mean not customer acquisition, but business partner acquisitions. I still feel like I can do 2. I think there's people that have been asking me about it, and I'm trying to figure out what I've been doing for the last 2 years. And so I feel like I can put some more information about it. And so I think before the end of the year, I want to at least have with this 6, minimum of 6 new brand partners.
Okay.
And I can give me probably a number like maybe 30 activations if I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say maxing out the fab is my goal for the rest of this year, and 8. I want to qualify for the trip by the end of the year. So 8 brand partners and the $800 fab. I'll be good with that as well. Promoting some leaders too.
Okay. You want a trip locked in before the end of the year? I like that.
Well, I mean, that'll be all my Christmas.
Hey, that's the good. I like the way that sounds. Forget.
Merry Christmas to going to the Mayan Riviera. You know what I'm saying? And just do it like that. But as well, promote some people. I'm not really, I don't really have the sheet in front of me. But those brand partners, at least one brand partner like pop a rank. Like I think the first one was maybe like get at least like one brand partner to team ambassador or something like that, or maybe 2 of them, 2 to like a team ambassador. Because it's one thing to have a brand partner, but when those brand partners start hitting ranks, that's when you really start to get like team action bonuses and like the leadership bonus and all that type of stuff. So there's multiple streams of income in Solivay just with the comp plan the way it is right now. My main thing is encouraging people to hit bonuses. That's really going to drive your growth, because a bonus is always going to be tied to continue to grow. Because I know a lot of people wonder, okay, what about the residuals? Where are the residuals? I don't even talk about the residuals. Well, you can think about it like this: if your team is growing at a rate where you're getting bonus money alone, like let's say extra $2,000 a month just in bonuses, which is doable, because you think about like the team action bonus. If you get like 2 people that max out their fab in a month, and you're the person who signs them up, that's $800 right there every single month. Somebody knocks out their fab, and it keeps going down. It pays out in levels. So you definitely want to review the comp plan, understand it, and don't think that just because, okay, well, I don't see the residuals, or what happened to the residual. look at it as I need to have my team growing on a consistent basis. And number one, the residuals are going to take care of themselves. And number two, you'll still be making money as long as your team is growing. As long as your team is growing and hitting bonuses, you're going to be okay. You will be more than okay. You'll be fine. But you have to get your team to duplicate what you're doing, set the example, and train them to hit bonuses. And trust me, you're going to make a ton of money in solo. So I guess you could say that's my parting thought. But any parting words before we wrap this up?
I mean, the big thing I wanted to stress for a lot of people, I mean, is when you get into a business, I mean, treat it like a business. I mean, like, I don't want people to come in here think it's gonna be like some fly-by-night thing where you just do it in 60 days and you're gonna be rich. I mean, this is something that can change the rest of life. You have to act like it, and like you have to have that passion to, really want to build something that's gonna last forever. So I mean, there's people that get into things and they're thinking that they're the same. Like I said, they think their day one is the same as everybody else's day one, and it's not. People have built networks, and like the biggest quote I always hear is your network determines your net worth. So I mean, if you've never been building a network, what's time to start now? And that's going to help you in businesses throughout the rest of your life. And that's all I want to throw out there.
That's it. That's it. All right. So today marks day one. It's October 1st. New compensation plan is in effect. Take it for a test drive and see what you think. Because payday is going to come. And remember, bonuses are paid weekly now. I think fast action bonuses are paid weekly now. So, take the comp plan for a test drive, see how you like it. And if you like it, then, put the pedal to the metal and go faster and get some other people to do the same. But this is EMon Mitchell, one of the founders, like I said, of the Bonus Boys Club. Thank you so much to the Diddy of Telecom, the deal man himself, Mr. Jamel Gay. We're going to have to definitely get some more guests on the next Hangout, but I definitely appreciate your time, bro. And real quick, give me your info just in case they want to reach out to you and get one of them phones you got.
My SolarVay website is called Best Deals Wireless. I sell phones on there now. I even sell tablets, computers. I got the SolarVay service, so I'm trying to make sure people get the best deal on everything as well. So the bestdealswireless.com.
Okay, bestdealswireless.com. You heard it right there. And if you want to connect with me, you can go to www.mobilecashnow.info, or you can add me on Facebook. You can go to emonmitchell.com as well for my blog, or just watch some of the other videos on his channel. And but that's pretty much it. So we definitely want to thank everybody for watching, for your time and attention. If you're in SolarVay, keep rocking. Do what you got to do. Hit those ranks. If you're not in SolarVay, I don't know what you're waiting on. But with every single shift that happens, there's always a select group of people that go out there and just there's people that watch and wait, and there's people that go out and just make it happen. They're in the stand. They're on the field versus being in the stands watching. I'm not sitting in the stands. We about to, yeah. But we can show you better than we can tell you. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, this Hangout, and you guys take care.